Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all happy, healthy and well. Just a really good article I come across and I wanted to share it with you. From very brief relationship to 9,000 texts and stalking charges. Wait a minute.
Relationship quickly soured and Mr. Holberton moved on. That's when it's alleged Lee started vicious and malicious attacks. Lee is accused of sending 9,000 texts and 100 emails from multiple fictitious accounts to her ex, Mr. Holberton, his new partner at the time, Georgia Dempster, as well as her parents and their co-workers, targeting their new relationship, looks and integrity. Lee is also accused of tracking Holberton's cycling routes using an online app. The doctor has pleaded not guilty to 10 charges, including stalking and intimidation and using a carriage service to menace and harass. Do you have anything to say to your alleged victim? The police officer in charge will be the first witness when the hearing resumes tomorrow. Danielle Post, 9 News.
An Eastern Suburbs radiologist accused of stalking a former... Oh, the noise behind me is a fish tank. Give me a minute. Just for a minute while I read this to you. An Eastern Suburbs radiologist accused of stalking a former lover, his sisters, his new girlfriend and her parents. My godfather, that dick must have been good. Left them so badly traumatised that some contemplated suicide. Dr. Denise Lee, 39 guys, met Matthew Holberton on Tinder, stating what the prosecution characterised as a brief relationship, a very brief relationship. In other words, you got shagged, and that's it. After it ended, Mr. Holberton moved to Melbourne, where he resumed his life, said Senior Sergeant. On the first day of what is expected to be a 10-day trial, Dr. Lee is facing 6 counts of using a carriage service to menace, harass, 2 counts of contravening an apprehended violence order, and 2 counts of stalking. My godfather. Now, if that was a man with those charges, can you imagine? I mean, she wouldn't be walking around on the street, would you? Through social media in June 2016, Dr. Lee discovered that her former lover was dating another woman. A former lover. I mean, God forbid, right? Another woman. University of Melbourne's ethics advisor, Georgia Dempster, when he updated his profile picture on Facebook. Lucky man, he just got heaps of shielders, this bloke, isn't he? Then police alleged Dr. Lee kicked off a vicious campaign against the 6 people that had lasted several months and involved 9,000 texts and 100 emails. Oh, God. The next day, Miss Dempster, who is no longer dating Mr. Holberton, was subject to a vicious campaign and an email disparaging her integrity, welfare, looks, relationship and parents. Jeez. Dr. Lee also allegedly compiled a dossier of information about Miss Dempster after police alleged she pursued her life to the 9th degree. Miss Dempster and her parents, Robin, were all subject to targeted harassment, including disparaging emails sent to various colleagues. Mrs. Holberton's sister received 60 emails that police say were sent by Dr. Lee using 5 different email accounts. Some individuals involved even contemplated suicide as a consequence of the conduct of the accused. Dr. Lee is also accused of taking pictures of Mr. Holberton's extended family from social media, as well as logging the bike routes he tracked via Strava and cycling app. The hearing continues. So basically, she's a fucking nutter. She's an absolute nutter. Like this is the generation. Have a look at it. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, man. She seems like an absolute crazy woman. And once you actually sleep with this woman, you're in a lot of trouble. Anyway, that was my brief one. I've got another one for you here, which I wanted to do. I'll do a separate one for that. Okay, you have a good day, boys and girls. Thank you very much. Share, like, and sub. And if you can, watch an ad. Thanks, guys.